Yo, this is a Nomifactory hard mode. I think part 50 or so, 51. Yeah, a lot of changed between episodes because yeah, currently we need to, or I had to convert everything that we need from IV to LUV, which we did. We only have like 8 more kind of quote unquote ports left in terms of stuff. This one here is mold, and this one here is yeah, okay. But I think we need then personal processing arrays. We need for that. So these ones, which should be quite easy to do, I think. We just need this machine interface here as well. All right, but I would say we should start. Yeah, this one I think we can do later. The first one, or one big thing that I want to do is I want to here give some more space to for our so 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 for our fusion reactors. Yeah, let's remove all of this. Sorry. Want to have some sound. First one, this here. Oh, this doesn't matter. Okay. Let's do this. I think we already did that, right? Yeah. Because we wanna get into plasma fuels now. We have also, maybe I've shown this, but we have now the LUV capacitors, so we're on like 108 billion EU that we can store. So it's quite a lot, but we will need it. All right, let's. I think we need it 2 more times. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay. Next one. Yeah, so I think basically now every chemical reactor that we have is now overclocked to like to the next energy level, because we get the perfect speed up, right? It's kind of the whole idea. And I also want to leave a little bit like this whole hawk production. I want to leave it a little bit on yeah, on standby to yeah, have some output or some base energy generation. So yeah, this is quite good here. All right, so what we need now is a large fractioning distillery, I think it's called. Yes. What is missing? 8 of those in elite parallel. Okay. Large fractioning distillery. I think we need a little bit more in terms of height, but I think the other ones are just no. I think it's this one here. And this one here? No. Okay. Of course, it's an iridium. These are IV circuits, right? IV. We can now do the crystal ones. But this still doesn't explain why. Oops. What is missing there? We're also missing like 900k. Rock salt. Good to know. Let's get in some rock salt. Yeah, chlorine is kind of a constant issue right now. The thing is, what we could do in theory is because I think we get some gas tiers, right? That we can produce salt water or maybe even do rock salt over there. Let's see a little bit. Yeah, it should be. So yeah, currently our resource production is a little bit lacklustering, but the problem is also we can't build anything better. That's a little bit the problem. Yeah, let's leave that there. Yeah, should be. The problem is with the ore miners, so with the better ore miners, you need higher energy tiers. And yeah, an idea would be actually to have a battery box. Okay. Still we didn't figure out why and where we need stuff. So the 6. Is it in the maintenance hatch or what? Yes. Oops. Drum. LFD. Still there are 2 missing. Where could they be? We put it already on an LUV energy hatch. Electric pump is cannot be. Distillation tower, I also don't think. Because a distillation tower, I think we can do, right? Yeah. Where could this be? The master parallel. Here? No. It also doesn't use any LUV energy hatch? No. It's using the LUV. Where is it? I can't imagine. I don't understand. From the blocks we need to craft. Wait a second. Do these ones? No, they need EV. You also need EV, right? Yeah. You as well. What? Dude, what the hell? The ME interfaces. Peer-to-peer tunnel. So yeah, here as well, it's pretty fast. I don't understand. LFD. Why can't we craft that? Ah, it's the IV robo arm. Okay. It's the only thing that... Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, takes a while. Dude. Where are they? Here. Alright, so now in theory we should be able to craft that, right? Yay! Alright, let's wait until this is crafted. And I can tell you now how much energy we drain. It still lasts like 43 minutes. Because we drained like 2 million EU. Maybe we need even a second one. So yeah. It drains quite a lot on ZPM. But yeah, the better ore miners are this one. Oh. I think it's drill. Right? The problem is, we need two things. Like here, this ranges from EV to IV. It's kind of okay. And it produces like 3 times more crushed ore than a macerator. We maybe have to then redesign this one. Like drilling fluid is kind of, you just get some stone dust, some water and some lubricant. It isn't a problem. So we just would have to kind of set up a new mixer that passives us this. It's not a problem. The problem is more, how do we get energy to that? There is the possibility of a quantum ring, but kind of building it up and tearing it down requires energy. So what you could think of is you place it somewhere or like anywhere, and then it needs energy to power up. So we nonetheless need some sort of energy source there. What we also could do is, because this uses allowed voltage tiers here, IV to LUV. So when we have LUV circuit that we LUV energy hatch, that we maybe use a battery buffer. I don't know if this works in terms of yeah, we also need some more passive stuff. But yeah, as you can see here, a lot of stuff is crafted. And not here. It's mostly... I hope we don't run out of helium. But that's what we want to do right now. Like getting helium. Because we will do liquid and yeah. I think it has to be in the end, right? Here we get like 15k helium gas, which is not that much, but the most important part is the tritium. So yeah, here we get an helium plasma, and with helium plasma we can then generate a lot of energy. This is basically our next energy source. I already marked it here. Just have to yeah, build it kind of. Okay. But yeah, currently the vacuum freezer is our bottleneck, so that's kind of the big problem. Is there a LUV scanner? I don't think so, right? There is, but the question is, should we craft it? The question is, should we craft it? Because I think in total we need like 3 PAs. We also need an extracting machine. So what is currently holding us back in terms of switching fully to LUV? One thing is like pretty easy, this one here. So we need to have like an LUV battery buffer and some LUV batteries, I think. LUV battery. So these vanadium, it holds like 4 minutes of power, which is like, we could also craft this one, which holds like 25 minutes. But I don't know if this works or not in terms of battery buffer. Then we have, I also switched out the coils here. We have this guy here. So we have like four things to do. The extracting machine we will craft so that we don't waste any charcoal anymore, or that charcoal is not clogging up a system. Yeah. Second thing is that we have some hydrogen source, but maybe I abandoned that. And then we have these two guys here, so biochaff and plant balls. And then we have like 3 left. These are these 3 here. This is what we want to craft right now, and that is yeah, with the vacuum freezer. And then we have like 2 left here. So all of our alloy smelter, especially I don't think nuggets, you don't get any better, right? Or nuggets, what is it called? Yeah, it's, you could fluid solidify that. That would kind of save us on one of these guys. Maybe we switch to that. And then we have like a fluid solidification array. And this one, what do we need it for? Yeah, for capacitors and so on. The problem is you can only craft it like this, so this would be the second PA then. So what is missing? Yeah, the raw crystal chips currently take a very long time to craft. That's a little bit the problem. I think ZPM. Oh no, we can't craft that yet. Okay. So yeah, we need a ZPM electric motor and the whole ZPM stuff. So, because then we also need these nuggets. So yeah, maybe we should actually craft a fluid solidification array for the nuggets. This then better. But yeah, I think these guys are still producing here. So yeah, we would need then a different need here a different setup. Yeah, let's see about this, how we do it, because currently there is, I think, everything gets like processed instantly, so that's quite nice. But we also use like a lot of energy, so perfect. I think we have to build it a little bit higher. So this is Mark II, this is Mark III, this here is Mark IV. I think we have again this, yeah. This cross base here. And then, yeah, it's where was the stuff usually? Okay, it's the other way around. So it was maintenance, it was parallel and then maintenance edge. Yeah, so the inside was how. Okay. And then I think we need how high does it need to be? It needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need like 6 more steel. 6 more steel pipe casings. Should be quite fast. We already, how many do we use? 41. What was it? I think it was 57, right? So 16 watertight. Watertight. Yeah, these nuggets, we need to do that. But yeah, liquid ender air is then our next kind of goal. Here we need wait a second. Output. Like for the top 3, we can use that. 1, 2. The question is, do I want to have it? Do I want to have it here? Or do I want to have the? Do I want to have the outputs over here? Yeah, I would get some ender builders. Output hedge. This has like 512. So okay, so we need an LUV output hedge, especially for like the lower ones. But yeah, it should be quite easy, I would say. Then the second one needs what? 50. Needs 200. So this one. So we need an LUV, an IV, and then 15 times 4 should be 60. So HV until tritium, so 2 HV, and then like 1, 2, 3, like 2 more MV. Output hedge. Okay, so we have these 3 now. How many HV can we do? Okay, nothing. That's good to know. It's on the 2, right? So 0, 0, 1, 2. Yep. But we need like, let's do like 1 interface card. Let's be quick about that. So 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. So. So the question is now, what do we have to do? We wanted HV output. I think we wanted 2, right? Steel drum, okay. And I guess or maybe like this. I think we also need the titanium one, so this needs stainless steel, yeah. So with this one here. No, one more. So now we need HV. Perfect. I think input and output we don't need, so we need 2 more watertight. Yeah, here we also need like a second for this one, for this. No, this one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what we use it for. Okay. In terms of output hedges, we need an IV one. This should also be fast. What is this here? Can cache an infinite amount of fluid. This could be maybe something. Because what do we need for that? Yeah, maybe let's do it like this. It's maybe better. Okay, so I can store an infinite amount. So, is it a crafting recipe or not? No, it's an assembler recipe. Yeah, I would book that under junk. I'm pretty sure we can't do this one here. How many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. It should work, I think. Then it's a little bit easier, I think. Yeah. Do we have on the bottom row, do we have? No, we have it. Okay, so it's, I think, something like this, right? So, yeah. Question. Yeah. Okay, so muffler should go over here. Then yeah, I think we. Ah no. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that this is enough. No. Because we need like 28, so we need like 20 more. Plus 8. But yeah, as you can see here, we're dropping quite good. So we need now some plasma. Yeah, maybe we actually have to also maybe for this one kind of just add more. Yeah, and I also, yeah, these ones can we can remove them, quote unquote. It doesn't form. Because we have like one too much, right? But yeah, maybe let's put it like here. I don't know. Okay. Structure incomplete, they say. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Yeah, we maybe also need an input hedge, right? Um, and the question is, should we also take like an input EMI input hedge, right? EMI input, because here we could also then craft the stocking input hedge. Because we would need 800k, and currently I think we can't do that, right? So a ZPM input hedge. Requires ZPM, and this can hold like 1024. Okay, yeah, then let's EMI input hedge. Let's maybe try that. Let's quickly see how large the thing is, how much you can store in there, just for reference. So yeah, this will be here our one. So we need HSS tungsten, HSS turbine rotor, and then we unfortunately need yeah, some, I think it's an 16 LUV thing, so crazy high. So input EMI input hedge. So this one, it's offline. Okay. Let's do, for example, what do we have here? Yeah, liquid XP. How much you can store there? 800k, right? So one. What's this? Okay. Then let's do this. This is EMI input. Very nice. No. Yeah, we need something like this, right? This can go like this. Should have energy. The only thing that we really need to 800. No, 800k it was. So we can then do this one. The problem is, yeah. course need some outputs. And we also need something more. These guys. So. I think we also should in some way regulate this one. So yeah, let's craft some flux cable again. Conduit. All right. Cover. Level emitter. I think yeah, that's it. We don't need any more. We can just straight up go like this. Yeah, what do we need? We need tritium, right? How much? Let's say like for 256. Okay, so now we need a vacuum freezer. Do we have a VC? Okay. Then let's craft a vacuum freezer. Maintenance. Yeah, the questions as well. Should we? We of course need input-output hedge, right? Yeah, let's do ME. We have it now. It's really great. So, this should be 26, right? Minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 21. And the only thing really we need a peer-to-peer. So, let me see. Enchantment cost of 1. Holy shit, we have 17k. Oh my god, that's a lot of copper. Finally. Are we still producing? No. Okay. Yeah, I have to think about this. About the energy, how we should do it. What is currently draining energy, dude? What is currently draining energy and so much? Shouldn't be the case. Yeah. I can tell you with the problem with helium plasma is really the vacuum, the the air collectors actually. The air collectors cannot really keep up. Again, we have this energy problem in how to get energy to the end. It would, in theory, make sense for that to actually do a quantum ring. Let me see. So let's craft the VC. Und Vakuumfrieser. Because maybe then later on. What's this? But yeah, we need to craft like another fractioning distillery. Maybe the thing is, I'm currently thinking about what to do about like this one here is I think we will do it. It's just a solidification array that we need, but this one here makes me a little bit nervous because yeah, because of these guys, fused quartz, and here as well, like here we only have like all of these things. Yeah, the rock crystal chips take quite a long time now. Then the question is also yeah, we already have like 300k 200k Xenon. Yeah, radon we don't have anymore. That's crazy. Where is our nitrogen dioxide? Do we store that somewhere? Nitrogen dioxide should be somewhere here, I think. Huh? What? I'm pretty sure that I did one. 144k. Dude, am I blind? Yeah, I'm no, not blind, but probably I am. It should be below here. Nitrous. I don't see it. I really don't see it. Yeah, here we can. That's gasoline, hydrochloric acid. is sulfuric acid. Dude, what the hell? There we have some liquid helium. Rhodium sulfate. Now we got a lot of rhodium. We have some 486 neocreolite. Holy shit. Dude, what the? What? Okay. Something's fishy. So here we have 4 million nitrogen. Yeah. Was it 3 million helium? Okay. Ah, here. Nitrogen dioxide. Yeah, whatever. Just the thing is I want to keep these ones here a little bit clean, but yeah. Sometimes these doesn't work. Yes. So here we have our vacuum freezer now. Okay, the energy hatch is down here. Pretty simple. We need we need output re over here. Okay. And input then over here, right? Okay. Yeah, also pretty easy. And then we don't need this one. Also close it off. Yeah, should be. And yeah. And that should be 4,000. Output hatch is then over here. Yeah, all of these constructs here are a little bit weird, but what can you do? Oh, fuck. I forgot something. I forgot something, of course, and there's the machine controller and level emitter. Oops. Oh man. This one. Level emitter. No, the flip, please. I don't know if we actually stored it. Or should store that. Maybe yes, but yeah, let's do like let's actually yeah, I don't think that we need this big of a storage. So let's quickly do that. Wait a second. Interfaces. Okay. It uses that. Liquid and but then just that I remember that we can pull out these guys, right? Or remove them. The MV1 should be fine, but these ones, when they can store like an unlimited amount, like why care, right? Yeah, let's do like, what is it? 800k. Let's do like 1 million. 1, 2, 3. And then of course we have to put ender air here. And then we should hear a sound. We need to do, I think, a quad out of here. But it's a different story. So, and now we can remove this one here. Oops. That's quite nice. Yeah, because we should, I hope as well. It should be kind of, it should be possible now. All right, so the next thing that we have to do is what exactly? We removed now 3. Yeah, we need to scan a lot of the things now for ZPM and maybe also craft a new assembly line for these guys. I couldn't figure out for now a way of how to automatically put the data things into the this could be an interesting idea. Like you wouldn't store the promise about parallelism, you cannot parallelize that, I think. We still have here an IVV fluid input hedge. Okay, perfect. Oh, dude. No. Like this. Okay, so been there, done that. Yeah, I think now we should be, or we should do the extracting one, and so large extracting machine, I think it's called LEM all. Ah no, we need a fluid solidifier, large solidification array. Okay. Calcium cut LMT. Na LSA. Okay. Okay, I see. What promise? Yeah. Where is it? It's a forming press, extractor, solidifier. No. Oh, dude. Crystal processor. Large simplification array. No. What are we missing? Oh, 6K nitrogen dioxide. Why? For nitric acid. Really? Are we doing nitric acid that way? Apparently. Or apparently not. Because that's... What? Or it's on the 3. Huh. Okay. It should then be on the 24, right? So, oops. Nitric acid. Yeah, I wanna have this one here. So 24 was where? Here, I think, right? Yeah. That's why they always crafted that. I was always wondering why. Was it because you, or due to the... So much platinum group sludge did. 120k nitric acid did what? Yeah, we overclocked them all. That's the crazy. This is why it's in 44 minutes. So we need quite a lot of aeropium. Okay, but yeah, we can then hear the flute solidify these guys. We just need to then, that's what we should do, right? An extracting recipe. So then we can remove like one of these guys. Yeah, we need a lot of extracting stuff here. Then we need like 2 PAs. Let's do then these guys. And then, yeah. I hate it so much, dude. Okay, so for nitric acid, what do we need? Yeah, I think we need to fix that. Yeah, so that's the next thing we want to do. So we want to craft 1k epichlorohydrin, okay. Epichlorohydrin, 1k. So I think we need like 2k chlorine, yeah. Again, oops. I think I did. Nitric acid, but it just needs oxygen, right? I don't know what the water's doing here. Okay, here we need... Yeah, we need some... Don't waste here any time. Okay, for what is the water? Yeah, we need to do something like this. Yeah, it's waste. Yeah. This machine... That's not the extraction machine, but yeah. Yeah, later on we also need these ones. So this one will be... So we need another distillery that is at least... 2... 3... Yeah, this is like 3 high. But this should be easy then. Yeah, the raw crystal chips. And we also need to fix here these guys. And maybe also these guys. Because you cannot have blocking mode, that's unfortunate. And then stuff reacts that shouldn't react. I don't know why, but it does. So this is kind of the currently the issue that I have with Nomifactory, that you need this kind of weird setup. So you need to. So how could they fix it? There would be two possibilities actually. Either they say we just add another block, right? We have this ME input hatch. Why don't we make an ME dual hatch, for example, or dual bus, whatever? Then I would also integrate fluid rework, because Nomifactory without fluid IA2 auto crafting fluid rework is like absolute pain in the ass. Nobody does that. Although or they say we remove all of the recipes that don't have a circuit, and or add for every recipe that there is, we add a circuit somehow. And you could do circuit 0, by the way, right? So these ones, I think. No, you can't. Okay. But you could do circuit 32, right? So everything gets mapped to like circuit 32. And then you don't have the problem of mixing recipes again, right? Because if I put in here at the same time, if I put in here the nitration mixture plus the like nitration mixture plus the epichlorohydrin, for example, the recipes for them, then I get, I think, hydrochloric acid, which is like, what the fuck. But yeah, that's what we want to fix. But again, what I also could think of is, here we need a quantum star. For the ME rings, or for these ME quantum ring, because there are what is called air collector, right? So there is an ultimate gas collector. This is also something I think they could fix. That they it's not right, yeah. Okay, let's build it real quick. Do we leave? Yeah, we leave one space. Then we have something like this, right? Hello? Yeah, I don't know how's the okay, so something like this. Yeah. So here on the bottom, what is this? This should be the input, quad input head, right? Then I think one above that we have our input bus. Then we have here the output bus. Do we have a muffler? No. But this is really 21. I think it's a little bit too much, right? Oops. No, it's actually 21. Yeah, 9 plus 12. Okay, so yeah, so make this red. No. It should be something like this, right? We should have a dual one, yeah. Ah, look at that. Forgot about you, my boy. Forgot about you. Yeah. Right, they should be here. Yeah, let's go. I hope. Yeah. No. Yeah. Let's make this. This should be blank. Connect them. And get this one here. Yeah, it should be this recipe. Wasn't thinking about this. Okay, should be done now. Perfect. So we can remove this guy here. That's great. Yeah, we need like then two PAs, right? Also energy. Yeah, takes quite a while. Okay, been there, done that. So just to give you like a quick overview of the big picture now, what we have to do. The biggest one is now we need to build these high performance computing arrays so that we can do then Fusion Mark II. So that is what we want to achieve next. Yeah, so it's Fusion Mark II, I would say. And maybe also finally build an ore drilling plant. So ore drilling plant. Like these ones. It uses like 16 liters per tick in a 5x5 chunk. Yeah, that's quite a lot, I think. We should maybe provide it per stuff. But furthermore, I will, I think, increase this one here as well. Maybe also in terms of output hedge, right? The problem is we just need an LAF, large fraction LFD, sorry. The point is, this one here is now in distillery mode. I don't know why there is a distillery mode. Don't ask me. Why you can't do, I think it's this one here, right? Why this doesn't have like a normal distillery mode. I don't know. But yeah, the other ones we will most definitely put there, like all of these guys. Then we can, yeah, this is quite a, so you do like 10k, you just, yeah, you let tritium and hydrogen react to tritium hydride for 10k, and then you get like 100 out. Helium-3 hydride. Then you can mix that with clean inert residue if you have an awakened core. This is also something what we have to do next. Awakened draconium. Then you get some opium on Eevee. And this Camentine, Osmiridium, and so on. Dusty helium, that's the good stuff. But yeah, I think this is what we need to do. So we also need to scan like a lot, but the question is, maybe I build just an LUV scanner, just to have the remaining stuff here. And I will maybe come up, like, we also want to build like then 2 PAs. So that's something that we want to do. So these guys here, but this should be quite easy. Like, we just need like 2 large quarter fluid pipes. This is HSSE, so also not that bad. We just need this machine energy hatch between 1 and 4. Okay, that's quite interesting. Whatever. But you couldn't put then like 64, and then you have like 64 parallel. And you can do then that's twice, for example. I need to figure out if the hatch needs to match the alloy smelter level. So, or if there is if there's any kind of, how do you say, mismatch, or can they be different? And what kind of determines then the but I think it has to be, right? So we need to power the processing array, but also I think the guys inside. So, but yeah, then we want to do plasma turbines, and currently I think in terms of deuterium, yeah, with like 4 million, we could do some helium plasma if we wanted to. If we wanted to say, okay, 46k is not enough. We can do that. Because just to show this real quick, we had our plasma turbine over here. Like, this is a standard turbine that we use, and this produces 327k. So 327 times 4 is then 1.3 million. So we're quite settled then, I would say, for the first, or for the foreseeable future. Yeah. And we also need to have kind of the correct thing here. But yeah, this is what we need to figure out next. And by the way, it's possible if you do UV energy hatches. Hey, UHV capacitors. So that's a big number. A very big one. And it has like passive drain 1.8 million. That's crazy. But yeah, this is why I think we need to so I think our end game goal will be actually nickel plasma, because it produces a hell of a ton of energy. And this is just potassium plus fluorine and MK3, what we need. And both of that we actually get by not mica or lepidolite. mostly biotite. So biotite is the way to go, but we need then quite heavy rock breaker and so on. Maybe we actually craft that. Let's see, so that we can like downstairs we can reduce a little bit the usage of these dude, I hate it. Kind of the usage of, what is it called? Yeah, high octane gasoline. So yeah, see you guys in the next episode, and bye bye.